Because, our journeys hasn't been the easiest or the most beautiful. There are times where we hurt each other.
Yeah.
But you still had to go through all of that to get to be the person that sits in this chair right now, that have me looking at you with so much gratitude.
All right, I think you need to stop. Earlier, I was saying, hindsight is always 20/20.
Yeah.
And I think if I was to do this over again, I would have the journey that I had, that I'm in right now, before committing myself into a serious relationship.
I don't really know if I would change anything. I don't. Because it's all of those things that got me to this point right now.
I can agree with that. Yeah.
And if I believe, which would I do believe this, is that nothing is wasted. So
I love that saying, by the way.
Yeah. So I don't think I would change anything. I needed to experience some of those things to be where I am right now, be as clear as I am right now.
Yeah.
And just taking charge of my life.
I like that. I like that perspective.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Yeah. So it had to happen.
It had to happen.
It had to happen.
Divine. It had to happen.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I think, but I think, because I know and I feel that even just the renewing of myself and the self-love and renewing of yourself, it's brought the relationship just on another level, right? So 3 years ago, if someone were to ask me, what is more important to you? Is it love or is it respect? You know my answer.
Respect.
It's always respect. And as I journey, because I feel like a real journeyman.
It's real.
I feel like a real journey. As I journey, and you just, you're experiencing me raw and refined, both raw and refined. And the vibe that I'm getting from you, you've always respected me. I'll give you that. You've always respected me. However, if someone could tell me that there was something beyond respect, you have my ear, because I don't believe you, right? Yeah. And what I feel is a reverence. And that reverence is like a mixture, a culmination of love and respect. When you have love and respect, it becomes, it's a reverence. And that's something I didn't know that I needed, because it fuels me, right? It fuels me in a way that to this moment, in this moment now, I don't understand it.
Yeah.
I don't care to understand it either. It motivates me. It inspires me, and it causes me to be careful in how I react to you, how I react to other people, and just things that I do, because I have someone looking at me.
Yeah.
Right. And it's not in a place of judgment, but it's in a place of, dare I say, admiration.
Oh my gosh, I got it right here.
Dare I say, in a place of admiration, because I remember one of the things that that you've asked me, because when I was going through my journey, I never pushed anything on you.
Me. Yeah.
And yeah, you just asked me one day, you were like, hey, like, I want to know what you know. Like, I'm seeing the changes, and
I'm like, what are you doing?
yeah, like, I want that.
What you doing over there?
Yeah, you know, and I was like, you know what, come on in. Come on in. Yeah, and just knowing that I have someone who's looking at every move that I make. There is a level there's like a next level of accountability that I have to myself, that, for lack of a better term, I don't want to disappoint. I don't want to disappoint you.
But it's not performance based.
It's not performance based. No. It's not performance based. It's actually empathy. Because the thing is, I'm realizing is, as I grow, you grow. And as I grow, you're open and you see like new opportunities. And you can see from a different point of view, and you can see like, whoa, no, the world is way bigger than I thought before. It's way bigger than this box that I originally lived in. And then let me turn this around. As you grew, I draw so much inspiration from you. You know, there's little quotes. Let me not say little. There's quotes that you say, and you know, I always one of my favorite ones. Like, there's nothing wasted. That grounds me. That grounds me, because there is the times where you feel like, oh man, I feel like I messed up. I feel like I failed. And it was that quote that inspired my quote. Well, my saying, wait, sorry, let me go back into my diary. Sorry, guys, I have a whole diary. Imperfection is an opportunity for awareness. So every time I feel that way, to get myself out of it, I hear your voice. Nothing is wasted. Yeah. And then I hear my inner voice. What are you aware of? Like, what is happening in this moment? And I'm seeing the benefits. I'm seeing the benefits in the relationship. Yeah. That there is a more openness now. You know, there is, and it goes far beyond gratitude.
I got that right here. There's a gratitude there for you. Like, you peeking on my sheet.
I'm not. I promise. I'm telling you, we just flowing right now. But there is an openness. There is an openness. There's a genuineness there. Yeah. And you know, you always, you know, it's like, yeah, yo, you know, your wife, your husband, they're supposed to have your back. But I feel like we're locked arms, like we're locking arms. I've always felt like you have my back, but there's just, I don't know, there's a level of intimacy that I seen unlock in this, where it feels like we're just like we're locked in, and every move that we make, it's like, it's hard to explain. I probably would be able to explain it next year. Yeah. But because I'm living it.
Things that are just felt, and we just don't have the words for it right now. Yeah. You know, are you finished, John?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah. So I feel like you've been peeking at my sheets, or we're just in sync. But I jot down some points on here when I was thinking of, you know, just the benefits of us doing our work on ourselves. And not knowing that it was gonna like strengthen what we have, like,
Yeah.
you know. So you touched on honesty, and that was on here, like transparency, right? There's a level of transparency that I feel now that I didn't feel we had before,
Yeah.
right? There's no mask, there's no hiding. It's, it flows into, like I said, comfort and safety. Like we've just created this space in our relationship that, like, it's okay. Like everything is okay.
Yeah.
There's, like, you can be you. You can express fully as you,
Yeah.
and that leads into no judgment. Like I have that here. So because I don't feel there's no judgment coming from you, ever. And it's my desire to extend that same thing to you, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Don't let me start, babe. Don't let me
Oh,
start.
fuck.
Don't let me start. And it's just allowing each of our journey to just unfold how it's supposed to unfold.
Yeah.
Leaving room for the divine as well. Not like I'm not seeking to be offended. That was a big thing. Like I'm not seeking to be offended by anything that you do, It's just like holding space for each other. And you mentioned intimacy, and man, when I tell you, I'll take today over. It's the level of intimacy is just so deep. It's difficult to put into words, but it's just felt.
If you know, you know.
If you know, you know. It's just one of those. Now I can understand. Like, if you know, you know. It's just a knowing. Yeah. And sometimes it's just very hard to explain a knowing because it's just felt so deep, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And like my love for you is like, it's just no bounds.
Yeah.
There's just no bounds. And there's it's like a sacredness. It's like we unlock a level that wouldn't know that was there.
Yeah.
I feel like what we have is sacred and it's worth protecting, Then there's also a level of rest that I've been feeling. And it's not about self-care where, taking breaks, unplugging, like it's not that. It's like a state of being. Before where I would probably be concerned or worried, because what I didn't understand is that probably on a soul level or on a deeper level that there were things missing.
Yeah.
That I wasn't getting from you. And it goes beyond just saying, oh, you got to provide financially, do this task, or, it's beyond that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I didn't know that there was anything missing until I just start receiving. So as you expanded, it's like in my being, I feel like I'm receiving from you things that I didn't even know that I needed. And I guess there's certain, I guess you could call it certain holes that was within the relationship. Like those start like becoming like, feel like it's closed, right? And I just feel like I'm just getting so much more from you these past few months, like compared to the several years before. Yeah. And it really is hard to put into words. But it feels good.
Yeah.
It feels very good. And then it starts showing up even in, it start overflowing into, I guess now the how do you say, like the tangible things. Like I would have a thought of to do something and you would do it before I could even finish the thought. Like I don't even have to say anything.
Yeah.
You know, like you're doing things for me that I didn't even know that I needed you to do. That I needed you to do. So it's like, oh my God.
Yeah. Yeah.
Seriously. And you mentioned respect, and I wanted to touch on that too because I put it on here. So there is like, it's like a renewed respect, right? But I agree that it's not just respect. You know, usually when we talk about respect is, you know, being kind or in terms of relationship, most times it's, you know, we say it's earned, right? Or
Yeah.
you have to give me something to respect, right?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
kind of what we thought. But it's definitely moved from respect, and I would use the word reverence, like you said. And it's just freely given. And I didn't even recognize that until you mentioned it. You know, the first time you mentioned it. And I was like, oh, that's what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can confirm that. It's beyond respect. There's like it's watching you go through your process. It's like I can respect your process.
Mm.
I respect you. I respect your process. And I understand that it's again, it's spiritual, it's sacred. Like I have that respect for it. In watching you go through your process in authenticity. Like you're not bullshitting anything.
Yeah.
You know, like whatever you're saying, whatever you're learning, you're practicing it. And even if you're like, oh, dang it, I fall back. And I'm like, okay, let me just get back on. Like pick up where I left. So watching you do that is, it's like a awe, like you said. It's like, it's just watching you. It's like, oh wow. Like how can you not respect someone like that? That's walking out exactly what they're saying. And there's this deep level of gratitude for you. You know, it's like you, yes,
Girl, I got me.
you are.
God.
It is. And just like, I guess, you know, our journeys hasn't been the, how you say, the easiest or the most beautiful. There are times where we hurt each other,
Yeah.
but you still had to go through all of that to get to be the person that sits in this chair right now that have me looking at you with so much gratitude.
All right. I think you need to stop. Woo. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right.
Got something in your eyes over there?
Yeah. Onions, baby.
Yeah, but that's what I have here. Like those are all the benefits
Yeah.
that I've received so far. And it just feels like it's just gonna keep expanding and expanding. You know, and I'm excited.
Yeah.
You know, it
there's
feels,
no limit.
yeah, it feels good here.
You like it here?
I like it here. I like it here. It feels good. Yeah. It's like It's like a next level vibe, a relationship.
Yeah. Yeah. That meant a lot. Just to hear that, just to hear those words, because when you come from a place where you've been so disappointed in yourself and you've learned to love yourself, but after you love yourself, it's like there's something in you that always wants a confirmation that you're doing something right. And yeah, it's just, and I guess like I've heard it, but like I guess we spoke about it in passing, right? And yeah, this was just different. This was just different. Like I felt your vibe. It felt like it was like, I don't want to say you meant it from the heart, but it felt like you were speaking to my soul. It felt like you were telling me what my soul needed to hear. It's like it needed to be confirmed, right? And yeah, you know I don't do the crying and stuff, but yeah,
We're doing okay. We're doing okay.
It kind of goes back to the joke with the whole, is it 50-50? Is 100%? And it's like, you have to, you have to work on you.
Yeah.
You have to work on you, and it's 100%. But it's 100%. You have to be 100% you. In being in 100%, you have to operate in 100% love, in 100% empathy, 100% non-judgment. That's what it is. Because when you're dealing with someone else, it doesn't matter how much effort you put into something. If it's coming from a place of ignorance, if it's coming from a place that is not healed, like you're gonna have chaos. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like you're gonna have the best intentions for you and for that person, but chaos will ensue if there's not an understanding of yourself. And what empathy does, it shows you where you need to what you need to work on. Yeah. But what it also does, it allows you to give grace to other people, and you're like, you know what?
Yeah.
It's like I've been there. But one of the stories that I can appreciate in the Bible is when Jesus said, while he was being crucified, he was like, Father, forgive them, because they don't know what they're doing. And in that moment, it feels like I've been there. Like I understand it.
Yeah.
Like don't be so hard on them. Like I understand it. And in those moments, I feel like that's what you do for me. And that's what I do for you.
Yeah.
In the moments where I fall short, and when you operate in non-judgment, it's like, you know what? I have places where I fall short and I understand. But I can still be 100% me and say, hey, this affected me this way.
Yeah.
And in moments where you fall short, I can be like, I can point to a place where I have fell short. I'm like, no, I understand. And extend that grace. And it's not a matter of problem solving. It's not a matter of, it's like, no, I'm with this person because I care for this person and I have high intentions for this person. And what move can I make right now that can preserve this person or that can lift this person? And, I felt it with you. I actively try to remain in that space for you, to keep a safe space for you as you do for me. And this moment just felt like a confirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I just wanted to hop in real quick and remind you guys to leave a thumbs up and comment to the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel.
Yeah, what she said.